Hi, I'm Jessica here at Nautilus Mission Control at the Inner Space Center in Rhode Island. And we're joined today by engineer and ROV pilot Eric Martin, who's currently in the studio on the Nautilus. So welcome, Eric. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I wanted to start off by having you walk us through a typical day for you on the Nautilus.
Well, Jessica, nice to see everybody today. Typical day for me on the Nautilus starts at 8 a.m. I'm on the 8 to 12 watch, which means that I'm awake and on watch from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and then from 8 p.m. to 12 midnight. But I also have a role on this ship as the operations manager, so all the time in between, I am consistently responsible for all the operations that we have on this ship, technically. So I spend a lot of my time overseeing new pilots, training new people, and repairing equipment that needs repair.
So what's your favorite part of the day?
My favorite part of the day is when I get to get up, get a cup of coffee, and walk up to the pilot's seat and sit down and just get started doing science and exploring the bottom of the ocean. There's no better feeling than when our vehicles are working. It means we're doing our jobs right, and there's really no other better feeling than when you get in that room and sit down and everybody is counting on you to do a good job for them.
So what does it feel like to operate Hercules?
When I'm operating Hercules, I'm constantly pretty much paranoid because I'm responsible for a very expensive system, but I'm also really excited because I know that I've got my hands on the wheel of a car that everybody across the world now, thanks to Nautilus Live, is watching. So it's an exhilarating experience in that regard, but it's also very scary because I know that if I'm not paying close enough attention, we can get into real trouble, and we could end a dive and not get our science or exploration achieved.
And what kind of schooling do you need to become an ROV pilot on the Nautilus?
ROV pilots on the Nautilus have come from a number of different directions. I myself have 2 degrees in engineering, ocean engineering to be specific, from the University of Rhode Island. My colleague who will be on the next leg, Todd, is a mechanical engineer and has degrees from the University of Hawaii and the Webb Institute. And if you've already interviewed Brennan, you know that he was also at URI with me. So that's the sort of education we've gotten. We're engineers for the most part. But I also know a number of ROV pilots that come from computer science fields, from the diving fields, and some have just come across it by sheer luck.
And what's your favorite part about life on the Nautilus?
My favorite part about life on the Nautilus is really the sheer simplicity of it. Everybody is here for a reason, and we're all behind a unified goal, and that's to use these vehicles to explore the bottom of the ocean. I find that often that simplicity is also just really nice. There's not a lot of distractions. And so I just pay attention to what I'm doing and do a good job, and I feel rewarded for all that.
Thank you so much, Eric, for taking the time to talk to us today.
Hey, thank you very much, Jessica.
Again, I'm Jessica here at Nautilus Mission Control. Stay tuned at nautiluslive.org. And now back to the action on the ship.